Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? They have updated the coronavirus Wuhan coronavirus statistics. There are now 2,019 cases officially. 2,019 cases officially being reported by the global community or the world, the governments of the world. This is the official number, 2019. 56 people are dead. 49 people have been cured, and everybody else is still deathly ill. 1,979 cases reported in China. That seems extremely low, and I'll tell you why in a minute. They say 7 cases in Thailand, 5 in Hong Kong, 4 in Australia, 3 in France, 3 in Malaysia, 3 in Singapore, 3 in South Korea, 3 in Taiwan, 2 in Japan, 2 in Macau, 2 in the United States, 2 in Vietnam, and 1 in Nepal. Now, the problem with the numbers here is that's not what we're hearing, okay? Word on the street from one of our closest informants we have says that it's reports from one of the former agents that used to work for him, who is in Guam, says that the numbers are 10 to 15 times higher than are being reported. And that was 2 days ago. And said the death toll is outrageous in China. And in Guam, there are Chinese citizens and Japanese citizens and South Korean citizens pouring into Guam. So much so that it's becoming a humanitarian crisis. The crisis is this, guys. It's becoming chaotic, and they're on the brink of total chaos from the numbers of people flowing into Guam to try to get out of or get away from the coronavirus. And there's a nurse over at Barry Scarborough's YouTube channel that from apparently and allegedly this is a nurse from China, from the city of Wuhan, that says that the cases are around 90,000 cases, that there's so many people pouring into the emergency rooms and down the hallways of the hospital, it's impossible to treat the people. There's a quarantine now. President Xi of China has put a quarantine on 18 cities. One city, Wuhan, has a quarantine of 11 million people are quarantined, and that means no buses are leaving. Nobody's coming in, no one's going out. No buses, no planes, no boats, no trains. The subway system and metro systems completely shut down. 11 million people. Also, 17 other cities. The same procedures in place now. It's basically martial law, quarantined. 56 million people quarantined. And there's no way to stop this thing. Okay, it's spreading like wild. People are sick, and they're deathly sick, and they are dying. And the numbers of the dead are exponentially higher than what's being reported here, according to sources on the ground there. So all I can do is tell you, this is the official numbers. That's all I can tell you. But there's all kinds of reports now coming out of the Washington Post, the New York Times, CNN, Fox News, the UK Sun, Al Jazeera, just everywhere. Information coming out everywhere of actual photographs. I've seen it. And oh, by the way, now the shelves are empty. Okay, there's no food coming in. So guess what? It's panic city now, and people are buying everything in the stores, and so now the shelves are empty. Okay, the shelves are empty. People are starting to struggle for food. Now this thing is going to be compounding on itself. You can't contain it. It's too far. You can't contain 56 million people and not let trucks bring in food. It just can't work like that. The system, humanity itself can't function like that. So this is becoming a plague of biblical proportion. If you ever want to know about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, I just did a book on it. I've got a DVD called the Pale Horse. It's in my prophecy series. So you go to my website at publiclyprophecy.com. You go to my prophecy series where I have 6 series of the end times. And one of them is called The Pale Horse. It comes with a DVD and you get a 90-minute DVD with a workbook, and order it. Let me ship it to you, and you'll read about it. Now, guys, look, I can tell you that what's happening, Jesus said would happen. In Matthew 24, he said that there would be plagues or pestilences. These are not the 7 last plagues of vials poured out in the book of Revelation during the blowing of the last or the 7th trumpet, releasing the 7th last vials. This isn't it. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. This is the beginning of sorrows. This is the great woes and sorrows and a periods of time that's coming on the earth like we've never seen before. Yet this is not, I repeat, this is not the wrath of God, because we're still here. But what people nobody ever wanted to believe this, is the things we got to see as Christians before we ever get to the wrath of God. Guys, so this whole narrative that the Christians won't get a hangnail, we're out of here. Guys, let's start reading the Bible. This is what I've been preaching and telling people for years and years and years, is you've got to get understanding of what's about to come up on the planet. We're not even talking the wrath of God. We're talking the heavens are shaking. The earth is quaking. The poles will be shifting. The plagues will be pestilence, diseases, earthquakes, false Christ, false prophets, wars, rumors of wars. Don't even be troubled by this. Okay? Don't even get upset about this. Just realize this is part of the process, the birthing pains of the coming of Jesus Christ. I'm going to do a Patreon here in a few minutes. Give you some more information to understand we're in the end times. I'm just telling you. And we're going to continue to keep you in mind. I'm here in Okinawa, Japan. People are wearing a mask everywhere, freaked out. They're freaked out here. But China, pray for the people of China and the world.